This is day 2 of me trying to convince you to start training vaginal gymnastics because, girl, it is going to change your life. If you don't believe me, take a look at this email from a guy who bought my book on vaginal gymnastics for him and his girlfriend, and they both read it even though he doesn't have the right equipment to start training, and their sex lives got completely transformed. They were hornier for each other, their libidos are shot through the roof, they're having way more sex, and it feels much, much better. So if you don't know about vaginal gymnastics, it's basically the practice of training your pelvic floor muscles, those that surround your vagina, to do all of these crazy techniques: milking, squeezing, locking, whipping, twisting, ringing. But they're not just fun party tricks. They're fantastic for your pleasure, your libido, and your orgasms. And yes, if you have a male partner, they're not going to complain. Let's just say that. Now, why is it that arousal specifically becomes enhanced with vaginal gymnastics? Well, there's a lot of psychological and physiological reasons, but basically you're becoming way more efficient at drawing in and transporting blood through your genital region. So when you train a muscle, you become way more effective at drawing that blood. That means that your tissues become enlarged and way more sensitive, and you become lubricated much more often. There's a lot of studies showing this, how pelvic floor training basically improves arousal and lubrication. The other thing that happens is that because your tissues are much more sensitive and because reaching orgasm is much faster, your entire loop of arousal becomes optimized. So everything that has to happen for you to finally reach orgasm, oxytocin release, pelvic floor contracting, your heart pumping, like everything that needs to happen, becomes way more effective. So you go through that loop of arousal and orgasm much more quickly. So yes, there's many reasons why lubrication, arousal, and libido get enhanced through vaginal gymnastics. I don't have time to cover them all. I wrote a bunch of articles with links to a bunch of actual science and actual research behind this. But it's one of the main benefits of vaginal gymnastics. We have a lot of women who come who perhaps used to have a really high libido and they don't anymore, and they want to find natural ways to improve their libido. But I think that honestly, when you have a high libido, when you have a high sex drive, you just feel more powerful, you just feel more feminine, you just feel more in the zone, and you can channel it however you want. In fact, a lot of our students from our course, they use the exercises when they're single to just stimulate themselves, because the exercises themselves are really, really pleasurable. So if you want to learn more about this practice, if you want to learn every single exercise, how to create your own structure, how to train all about vaginal gymnastics, get the book. It's the first link in our bio. You can get it in Kindle or paperback. But please, I beg you, reach out to me and tell me how it goes, because I love when you guys email me and explain to me how your lives were changed through this method. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.